So you got an interview invite. You're just ecstatic, beyond yourself. You did it! What's up, guys? My name is Dr. Safwa Asante. I'm the successful ING. Successful because I'm matched, and I'm here so that you can as well. It's now November. A lot more people have gotten interviews. Some of you, unfortunately, still haven't. Those of you that got interviews, congratulations. For those of you who are still waiting for interviews, keep your heads up. Interviews keep rolling out all the way until January. So keep working hard to try to get those interviews. For those of you that already got interviews, and for those of you that want to get an idea of just a big picture of how to prepare for your interviews, this video is for you. Those of you that been watching my videos, you already know I have an interview prep service. I have mentorship to guide people to get into residency. But that's not what this video is about necessarily. This video, of course, is not a plug for my service, although it is, although it isn't. So let's talk about it. Now, the program looked through your application, letter of recommendations, all the things you put together, and decided to invite you for an interview. What does that mean? That means that there's something in your application that the program's like. Something in your application that seems promising. What's your job after that? Yes, sure, you're excited. Woo, I got an interview. But it doesn't end there. Now, you got to go and you perform. You all already know that, hopefully. Okay. The thing that most people don't know is that interviewing, there's an art to it. If everybody that's interviewing doesn't practice or hasn't figured it out, then sure, you might stand out if you have great grades. You might stand out if you've done lots of research. You might stand out, if your USMLE scores are insane. You might stand out if you have connections in the program. However, if you have none of those things, then you gotta, one, work on your interview skills the right way, okay, and formulate your stories in a way, eye-catching, ear-catching, I just made that up, but that are entertaining, interesting, that make them remember you. A lot of people think that they don't have a story, and I get that in almost every single one of my clients that do interview prep with me or mentorship with me. They all feel like they don't have a story. But then we talk, we discuss their story. I dig deep, and voila, they have a wonderful story. Usually the story is way better than mine. I listen to them, I'm like, and I say, my God, you are such an amazing applicant, and you didn't match? Let's fix that. So everybody has a story, an interesting story. Even stories that you feel might not be interesting are actually interesting. You have to dig deep, and I say that you have to dig deep and find those stories that you can share with the interviewer that creates this, oh my goodness, ooh, it is getting hot in here. This interviewee is such a hot tomato, is it tamale? Whatever it is. Oh my goodness, he will make or she will make such a wonderful candidate as an addition to my program. That's where you want to be. My advice to you is dig deep, formulate your story, tell your story, and then cinch your trophy. Match. Because with an interview, you have already done at least 3/4 of the work. Do not drop the ball in the last quarter. If you have a difficult time formulating your own story, you have a difficult time prepping for interviews on your own, find somebody that's good. Don't have somebody that's good, hire somebody that's good. Of course, I think I'm the best, but there are tons of interview prep companies out there. Use any of them that you feel matches you and can benefit you. If you want to do it yourself, like I spoke about in my prior video, invest your time. That's your currency. Time is a currency. Invest your time into preparing for it. And that doesn't mean just interviewing with other people. That's what most people do. Most people just find an interview practice partner and do mock interviews. That's not all you got to do. You have to read about what is it that they want from you when they ask you, tell me about yourself. What is it that they want from you when they ask you, tell me about your strengths? What is it that they want when they ask you, tell me about the conflict that you've been in? You have to understand these things instead of just practicing, oh, you know, I'm a this, I'm a that, I'm this and that. No, you got to understand what you're doing and do what you're doing at the same time you're answering the question. So these are the ways that you can clinch your interview. For some of you, you might say, no, this is not specific enough detail. But trust me, it's a mindset thing. If you take it to heart and you do what I said, trust and do what I said, you should ace your interviews. My friends, best of luck. I wish and I hope all my listeners make it to where they're trying to make it to. Dr. Safwa Sante, out.